Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Well, if you can't see, I've got my photo frame running in tip-top condition, and the setup was relatively painless. Of course, when I last left off, it couldn't connect to my wireless access point. I had to go to the website, download a tool. There's one available for both OS X as well as Windows, and then stepping through a wizard, typing in my ID, like my wireless ID, which happens to be live.pirillo.com. Gee, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Typed in my password, yada, 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 clicked through, and then it sent that information back to the frame. Now that was connected through a USB cable. Told me to disconnect the USB cable at that point, restart the frame, and magic would happen. And lo and behold, magic did happen. It popped up, asked for a registration ID. I went to the website, which of course, if I didn't mention that in the other video, is seeframe.com. That's SEEFRAME.com. Set up my account, and then started to add photos to it. Now I had a variety of options here on Seeframe, their website. I have to note here that there's really nothing to configure on the frame itself. All the configuration options and changes in photo management happens on the web. And you know what? That's the way it should always be for these digital photo frames. Now, what makes this particular frame a great frame, this is the second revision of the eStarling frame. And if you've done any research on eStarling, my guess is you've seen a lot of negative feedback in respect to the first eStarling frame that they released about a year ago, and it was replete with flaws. Seems that they've addressed a lot, if not all, of those flaws by making not just beautiful hardware, but a relatively simple software management tool through the web. Nothing really to install. I mean, I had to run through a wizard, but you know that I could delete that file. It's no big deal. You don't need any software to run it. You don't need to keep it connected by USB. It connects to the internet wirelessly. So as you're watching, photos should be changing back and forth. You're not able to see the photo because I'm not zoomed in all the way, but quite honestly, they're just pictures of the moon, as well as pictures that you out there in the community have tagged on Flickr. If you're not already a Flickr member, I'd be surprised. FLIKR.com. You can upload any photo that you want to your account on Flickr, tag it with the word ChrisFrame, ChrisFrame, and at the next time the frame goes to get the updated pictures, it will grab your pictures. Oh, I don't know if you can tell. Can you guys see it? It's a blue screen of death. Someone sent in an image of a classic blue screen of death. That's crazy. This one cannot play videos like the other one I was talking about. That said, I don't know if I'd really want a lot of videos playing through here. Oh, there's the photo that Mandy sent in. Did I just say I'd rather have it not play videos? Or did I say not play photos? Because I definitely want it playing photos. I can tell you I did hit a few snags past a few of the initial setup points. It was just slightly confusing. The website is extensive. I can view my photos, find out the photo sources. They can come in through email or mobile devices, RSS. I can upload photos. I can upload from the frame back to the internet. I can add my PhotoBucket account. I can go in there and explore other subscription services that people have added to the public database. I can set up my own channels. I mean, it's extensive, but I kind of got lost in all that configuration ability, which isn't, I'm not upset about that. I'm just suggesting that there's probably better ways of laying out the tools for users than the way they've got it assembled right now. Some of the things that I ended up having issues with, even after changing the settings a few times, sometimes people will submit or a photo will be streamed into this photo frame not optimized for the size of the frame, which is a resolution of 800 by 600 pixels. If it's too small or too large, you don't really have a lot of choices. You have to choose one or the other. So I had to change my image setting. The one that worked the best is for clipping or stretching images, setting it to none, because stretching to fit did not work. Clipping left and clipping center and clipping right definitely did not work well at all. None is the way you want to clip or stretch images for the frame for the best results possible. There's also a power saving mode for the frame, although I'm not likely to keep that turned on. Another issue that I had with this frame is the transitions between the photos. They have, like dissolve and a wipe, but I always find those transitions kind of cheesy. I mean, they just don't look very good at all. I mean, they're not like transitions like you would find on Keynote for OS X. They're more like transitions you find in PowerPoint, which are just crappy. There's no way to turn those transitions off in the slideshow presentation, which was a little frustrating, but I'm willing to kind of let that slide for now. Let's see here, what else? I had noted down a couple of other things. Oh, another issue I have with this frame is that it doesn't tell you what it's doing. So it may be frozen on a photo for a while, and you're not sure, well, what's going on? Is it uploading? Is it downloading? What's it doing? So there's no information to be read out from the frame. That was it was concerning because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I needed to reset the frame or what. But I can tell you, after having this on my desk, after getting everything tweaked the way I want it, subscribe to most of the RSS feeds that I wanted to, although I am looking for more suggestions, because you can subscribe to any photo RSS feed out there, which is awesome. Just pure awesome. Very cool. Now the issue is finding feeds that update frequently, that you trust and love, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm likely to subscribe to a handful of my photographer friends' feeds out there just to keep the content in my photo frame streaming fresh. But having it here, it looks good on my desk. It's as I pointed out in the first unboxing video, it was about $269, and you may be freaking out, but for an internet-enabled frame, that it works. Bottom line, it does work, and it does work well. I'm ready to say it's about 8.5 out of 10. The reason why I'd not give it a perfect 10 is I would say resolution isn't as high as I think it could be. And the software experience, at least on the web, is still a little all over the map. Could be organized a lot better, but I'm sure that will improve over time. Performance has been, like I said, pretty good. I mean, it's a photo frame. I'm happy with it. I'm definitely keeping it, and I have to congratulate eStarling for giving it another go and trying a second frame, throwing it out into the field. And it seems that they did their homework. This really is a good experience. So do not go by earlier reviews of the first eStarling frame. This addresses, as I said in the beginning, most, if not all, of those initial concerns. I paid for this out of my own pocket as well. So believe you me, nobody's paying me to say that. However, it's my hope to reach out to the eStarling folks as well as the C-frame folks, because I don't think they're associated with one another, to offer suggestions for future improvements. This is, in my opinion, going to be the photo frame to get for friends and family, not just this holiday season, not just for birthdays, but anywhere, anytime. The fact that you don't need to pay for a subscription service, streams in over the internet, takes RSS feeds. In fact, you can even send messages to the frame. It's a good package. It's a good price for what you get. And quite honestly, I've been watching photo frames for years and years, starting all the way back with my Kodak EasyShare frame that's still over in that corner. Resolution is 640 by 480 with a huge wooden bezel around it. And I still have it. It's still operational, but this is a nice replacement that, of course, is community enabled. So, yeah, I'd be interested in finding out what gadgets you might have on your desk that might be interesting or connected to the internet in some way, shape, or form. Gadgets are fun, and they should be fun. They should be easy to use, and it could get a little easier, but honestly, this is about as easy as it can get. At least from what I've seen out in the field. But looking for any kind of recommendations you might have, leave a comment, follow-up, remark, whatever. And of course, you're also welcome to email me, chris@pirillo.com, especially if you have a company or know of a company that sends out some kind of unit for me to look at and share with everybody in one way, shape, or form. As I just mentioned a couple seconds ago, holiday season, that's when it's time to typically buy things for other people. It depends on, I know to give is not as good as to receive, or wait, it's not to receive. I think you know what I mean. I keep saying a lot. Why do I do that? I don't know. I'm just flabbergasted that I finally found a frame that actually works. So swing by the website if you want to, our website, and we're typically talking tech 24 hours a day about internet problems, internet websites that are cool, the latest tech news, the latest news in general, software, hardware, you name it. We're chatting away. Even if I'm not in front of the desk here, well, other people are certainly in the chat room waiting for you to swing by. So join us. Be a lot more fun with you than it is without you. And that one website where you can find us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.